preparations are well underway for you guys for 2020, but obviously you've had this kind of uncertain period for a while now when the league was going to start. How do you kind of prepare for that? How do you kind of keep yourself ready for when the league might start again?
Well, our pre-season started in February and I was actually injured, so I wasn't going to be back for the start of the season. I missed the Montenegro qualifier with the seniors, and I missed the under 19s camp, so I was pretty bummed out about that then. We started back 3 weeks ago now, so everything's looking pretty good and sharp again. Second pre-season on the way.
So the league in Ireland obviously has been progressing year on year. Women's football has been growing around the world, really. Have you seen that development during your time at Shelbourne? Have you seen a difference?
Yeah, for sure. To make Shelbourne, usually the age groups would be probably 19 plus, but now on the team right now we have 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, so it's good to see the academy players come up to the ranks, which is really positive. I think that managers are willing to give younger players a run out and to see the talent, so yeah, it's really positive. Sure, most of our national team, all our ages combined, the average will probably be 24, 25. Like Katie McCabe, 23, 24, she's our captain. So we have a lot of young players. I've noticed that with USA, like when a 24, 23-year-old, 22-year-old comes on, it's like their first debut for their national team. You're like, that's mad, because I made mine when I was 16.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have more people playing over there and it might be a bit harder, but it is class to see.
It is. I think it's really exciting for the future of it, like just knowing how many years you've got in someone who's coming on who's 16. Like, yeah, it's dead exciting.
And for 16-year-olds to have that, to know that they have the shot, like you did, to possibly make their debut so early. I mean, it must be a massive driver and encouragement, motivator going forward.
Yeah, for sure. Colin Bell was our manager, and he brought me in a month before and was telling me, I'm going to bring you into camp. And then when I went to camp, all the girls were so supportive. And then when Colin left, Vera took over, but she's the exact same. She likes bringing all the young talent up. And I think it's really positive, and it makes us want to work harder and get into that starting 11, because she is going to give us the chance. Like, I think she started one of the girls against Greece at 16. And then that's an eye-opener, and you're like, oh wow, she's actually going to give us a chance. There's no point to just sitting on the bench, and actually work for a spot with her. So yeah, it's quite cool.
And so last season with Shelbourne, you finished second to PMount. What do you think you need to do as a team to push forward and take that top spot?
Yeah, same season before that year we finished second. We were 1 point off Wexford. I think PMount deserved the last season. They were so consistent. They were unbelievable. They have a more experienced team than us, but that doesn't mean anything, I don't think. We had a new manager in last season, some new players. We played a new system. We played 3 at the back compared to the 4, which, like, it was good, but I don't know if it worked our way. I think we only had 1 draw or 2 draws last season, and 1 loss against PMount. So we were actually pretty good last season. It just shows how good the PMount were last season. They just dominated everyone.
You've been with Shelbourne. I mean, you're still young, but you've been with Shelbourne for since you were even younger. What's the support been like in terms of your development and stuff?
Yeah, so I've been there since I was 11. I always used to play up, like when I was 13, I always used to play up with the 16s, and then I was 14 with the 18s. Yeah, it's growing. You can see it growing each year, even with social media. It always used to just be the men's, but you can see it grow now. The women's game's getting bigger. But they're really supportive with trying to get us over to pro clubs and trying to get us noticed. So that's been a really good heads up in the women's game.
So how would you describe yourself as a player?
I don't really like talking about myself. I play wing and in the middle. I'm getting to the age where I think I need one specific position, and I think that might be on the wing. So I like to think I'm really good at taking players on. I have a bit of speed. I like to think my passing accuracy and crossing is actually quite decent. So yeah, speed, taking on players.
Well, I mean, you see that with some of the senior players who are moved positions a bit, like Katie McCabe. Can you get advice from them around, you're saying you'd like to get a position that you stick to, but I've definitely seen like more players being quite versatile.
I was actually talking to Katie about it because I had to make a little clip of all my best moments, and she said too she probably thinks I'm better off a winger because everyone's always like, oh, where do you actually play? And I'm like, I don't know, midfield, on the wing. I can even play striker, sure. But I look up to Denise O'Sullivan a lot. She's a midfielder, but I think I'm going to start looking at wingers a lot more now because I think that will be my position for going forward.
So what was your first footballing memory?
When I first joined, so I was 5 and my mum brought my brother, he's now 24, 23, brought him up to training. It was an all boys club and I was crying to join and my mum was like, no, it's only for boys. And then she brought me up a week later and then here I am now. So I don't think I'll ever forget that one. That's
amazing. Yeah, it can be like such a turning point, even for a kid, that moment that like kind of sparks everything.
What is the best thing about playing for Shelbourne for you?
Obviously getting to play week in, week out, but me personally, being with all my friends, like I think there's 6 or 7 of us that's my age. So you just go up to training, you have fun, but also it's serious. We just walk off with a smile on your face, which is really cool. Because last season it wasn't totally the same, but since pre-season started now, I've been really enjoying it.
I bet as well, everyone's just so happy to be back.
Yeah, and no better way playing with all your best friends since you're like 11, 12.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
Definitely.